Hey guys, it's Tracy. I want to share with you the gift sets that I made for the gift set swap that Tamika, known as Scrapdaworld, is hosting this month. So I want to show you the products first. I used this paper collection, which really has some nice papers in it. I used paper from this collection, as well as this. I'm going to have to apologize in advance for the glare because I've already packaged my gift sets up, so and they're in plastic bags. I also used this. Let's see if I can, there we go. I used the circles, standard circles large die, as well as a brad from this here collection. I used flowers from here. And I used stamp set. I used some stamps from here. I used this stamp as well as this stamp. And this is from flourishes.org, I believe. Yes, flourishes.org. I used the Tim Holtz. Get it here. I used this Tim Holtz die. And what I did do, I cut it down to 6 inches. So it was probably like 1/8 of an inch that I ended up cutting off the bottom, because I want my tag to be 6 inches exactly. And I also used some homemade glimmer mist that I used on all my tags. So let me show you what the tags will look like, because you're not going to be able to see them since they're all wrapped up. But I have extra ones because my intentions was to do all the gift sets the same, which was pink and brown, but then I decided to change it up. So my tags are all glimmer mist. And I used that stamp that I showed you there. And then I backed it up on some lightweight white chipboard. Not chipboard. Yeah, well, I guess it is. Lightweight chipboard. So it's pretty, you know, sturdy. I also used the Tim Holtz flower die distressed. Let me grab that. To make a couple of flowers, I used this die here. Oops, sorry guys. And let me show you what I did. So here is one. So there is one set. And again, there's that Tim Holtz tag that I just wrapped my ribbons and lace around. And this ribbon here is from Scrapbook.com. A little while ago they were selling the Making Memory ribbons, so I got like a spool. I believe it's 25 yards on it, as well as this one at the bottom. I believe this is ribbon, or I'm sorry, lace from Hobby Lobby. And this is some trim that I had picked up from, what's it called? Tuesday Morning a little while ago. So, and here's a flower that I made using that Tim Holtz die. And I used it making, just using these petals right here. And I might be like 5 or maybe 5 or 6 layers. I'm not for sure now. And this was some circle bling that I had got from Michael's, which is by Recollections. And then that's also a Recollections little bobble, if that's what you want to call it. And then here's my stick pins. And they're just some beads and stuff that I had in my stash. And I put a little end cap on it. And if anybody's interested, this little piece right here that I made, Let me see, let me grab the measurements. It is 2 inches, yeah, 2 inches in length. No, 2¼ in length, and it was 2 inches wide. So yes, 2¼ inches long by 2 inches wide. And then I scored it on the 2¼ inch side at 5 1/8, 7 1/8, 1 1/8, and 1 3/8. And then you just fold it until it makes, until it looks like this. But Lovely Scrapping a little while ago had did, I can't remember what it's called now, and Tamika had did a gift. She had did a swap for that as well too. So that's where I got the idea to use that for this gift set. Also, Tamika had this on hers too, her examples when her samples when she showed them, not samples, but her sets when she showed them. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Tamika's dress form stick pin easel card swap is where we use Leanne, who's known as Lovely Scrapping's tutorial, and that's where she showed you how to make that little piece. Okay, so then right here, that's where I use that other stamp, and I glimmer mist the top of these pieces. And then I use my not Martha Stewart, I think it's a Fisker's punch where it embosses and punches. And then the little clothespins you see here, they were in my stash, but I wanted to dress them up a little bit. So what I did was, using Word, I created some words and then I flipped them because I knew I wanted to print them out on acetate. So I print those out on acetate and just let them sit for a little bit. And then what I did was center them, of course, and rub them to transfer the word. It's not real clear, but it it does the job. Perhaps there's something else out there that would transfer better, but for now, this is fine. So that says dream. And this says love back here. And then what I did do, that's how I'm attaching my contact information. So I'll show you what I did with how I did that. And then too, here, this paper can be used probably up until here, I guess, because what I did, I adhered the paper onto a piece of lightweight chipboard. So the front piece of paper is adhered onto lightweight chipboard with, what is that called? Oh, shoot. It's a tape runner, but it's not permanent. I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, it's a tape runner that I used, and it comes up really easily. But the only thing is, with the stick pin, I tried using that same adhesive, but it wouldn't stay because of the weight of the stick pin. It wouldn't stay on the back piece of paper, so I had to adhere the stick pin holder down with some stronger tape. So with that, once you take that off, it's going to ruin the paper in the back. Because again, if you wanted to use this gift set to make a card, let's say, you will have your background paper that coordinates with everything. So what I decided to do, because you can't utilize a full sheet of 6x6 piece of paper, which this is, I decided to add an additional piece of paper in the back that has not been glued down. So you have this, and then here's my information. And I just created this contact card, and I called it Swap Contact. Let me show you. As you can see, I just found an image doing a Google search, and then a swap. Is it focusing? Let's see. Then the hostess name, the date, the swappy, which is me, then the addition, and then the contact information, which is YouTube. It's TYJ419 and T Johnson in my email. And the reason why I did this here, one time, not too long ago, I was trying to send RJ Avery a message because he was inquiring about something, and I tried to put in RJ Avery. Well, that wouldn't work when I tried to send him a message. So I had to find out what his original name was on YouTube, which I found that. So I was able to send him a message using his original name, because I know a little while back Google, you got this question or something from Google, do you want to use your name that's on your Google account? So if you said yes, it brought over that name, but then the underlining name is your original YouTube name. So that's why I put both of those there. So again, that is my first gift card set. And here's my second. And this clothespin right here says Tres Chic. And then on the back, it says friendship. And here's the stick pins for those. And I think for this, I forgot to add this, the little earring backings on the end. So, and here's my beads. Again, that's Making Memories trim that I got from Scrapbook. This is just some lace and stuff that I had in my stash. I'm not even for sure where it came from now. And then this flowers here was created using these flowers right here. And I think I used like maybe 4 layers, I believe. And then that was that bride that came out of that set I showed you. And then this is just some bling that I added around. And then here's the extra piece of paper. I didn't have an extra one like this. Well, I guess I did now that I say that. In a newer pack I did. But I just chose to put in this piece of paper here. And here's my last one. Again, just stamped with that stamp that I showed you. Here's my little clothespin again. It says dream. This one says love. And I made this flower here using the standard circles large nestabilities die that I showed you. And it's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 layers, but the small one you really can't see because that button is on top of it, or embellishment. And this is some ribbon that came out of my stash. Again, Making Memories. This, I believe this was in a pack that I had got a little while ago from Jules, from the Jewel box. Again, this is Making Memory. And here's the stick pins. What I forgot to say, the flowers I punched, used my circle punched and created a base, and I glued that to the back of each of the flowers, and then I adhere the flowers to this piece of paper using a large, one of those large kind of like sticky dots or whatever you want to call them. And then I added the extra piece of paper that I talked about, in case you wanted to make sure everything stayed coordinated, if you wanted to make a card. And then also I have an extra flower here, because I was just testing this, and I was testing this because I cut this out using a file from Silhouette. So because it came out so nice, I was going to use this for one of the gift sets, but then when I started looking at my ribbon that I had, to me it was, I don't know, I wanted to, because it was so much brighter than the pink ribbons that I had. So that's why I chose not to put it in a set, but it may be okay. So I don't know, I may I'm not sure what I'm going to end up doing with this yet. I just have to add a paper backing to that. But that was the first flower that I had tried. So again, and I have extra stick pins too that are sort of like this, because my intention was to make all the gift sets sort of the same, probably with different flowers, but still with the pink and brown theme. Alright guys, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. And thanks a lot for watching and commenting. Thank you. Bye.